The fifth island we visited on this island hopping trip was Kauai. We flew from Honolulu to Lihue. I quickly saw why Kauai is a lot of people's favorite island. The scenery is just spectacular. After checking into the Grand Hyatt on the southern coast, we took off for our next excursion, an all-day rafting and snorkeling tour of the Nepali coast. Our rafting trip started from the small but protected cove in Port Allen. The trip would be aboard a Navy SEAL type inflatable boat that holds up to 14 passengers.
I see
There you go.
So we're gonna grab from them. Okay, yeah. I can call.
At the harbor, we met the captain and received instructions on how to stay on the raft, advice that would definitely be needed on the return trip that afternoon.
They can only shut down half their brain at a time to rest, because if they went fully to sleep, they'll drown. Ah. Yeah. If you try and sleep in the pool, you'll understand. Like that.
Oh, look at the belly.
Yeah.
So when they're coming up out of the water, they're sleeping?
Yeah, they're in what we call an alpha state right now. Yeah. An alpha state is when they shut down half of their brain to rest. The other half will stay up and control basic motor functions, so they'll come up. You notice they'll come up in pairs.
Yeah.
See how they come up that's because they'll pair up with each other and they'll shut down their inside half, and the outside half will watch each other's backs.
That is something.
They roll in bigger numbers like this to sleep.
Look at them right there.
But yeah, when people jump in to swim with them, they get disturbed from the rest.
Sleep.
They don't get their full 8 hours of rest. Yeah. They're vulnerable.
Me too.
Sounds like somebody else on there.
Actually, I had a marine biologist come on board once, and she said it's called a semi-spherical deep sea wave cycle.
Okay. Say so.
Waterfalls to feed the sugar cane. So a little over like 100 waterfalls got dried up, but for that reason. Yeah,
You see the eyes,
yeah,
the mouth, the nose, the tongue sticking out right there. That was actually used in the 70s version of Jessica Lange. I forget the other guy's name, but
King Kong.
King Kong. The first King Kong, yeah, the black and white version. So one of the few snorkel spots, we do have an underground mooring boat that we tie up to. But inside of this beautiful spot right here is called Nululu Kai. This is the old Hawaiian fishing village, still intact till today. The fish pond is by this frigate reef right over here. So frigate reef, it stands up like this, so it's like knee deep, shallow high. This fish pond right over here was actually used 90% for the Hawaiians that lived on this side of the district, and they also traded with us.
Oh yeah.
No, not done yet. You guys can still snorkel, just I was saying watch out for that bull.
Yeah. So the yellow one's the female?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I heard.
All at the bar.
That's cool.
It's crazy. They'll be down there in like 2 seconds. Yeah.
very important for the whole Hawaiian fisherman. It's not the refill in the water. Oh yeah, some billy goats. Billy goats. Right there. Two.
Oh, yeah.
See them?
You see it though?
Yeah. What?
There's a boat in there. No, we got it.
There's gonna be
In there.
in there in a little bit.
It's a wrap.
That's a big boat coming out of there. Look at that.
Have you ever seen that?
Yes.
He probably sees it every day.
Well, he had it surprised.
Look at that.
I'm pretty sure.
That was his
Let's go.
Yeah. Got it early?
Alright.
Wow. How cool was that? Yeah, buddy.
Right into the water.
Unbelievable.
So this cave is pretty badass. Or this is pretty awesome. Sorry, excuse my language. This cave on the right dead ends, but the cave on the left goes back about 70 miles.
70 miles.
No, just do that. Get a shot of that.
Yeah.
Can you zoom in?
Sure enough.
He said, can you see? I got that one.
Look at that.
No binoculars, no binoculars. Nah, this is the other side. This side of the actually, Noah did it once. He said he'll never do it again. Yeah, at least you can say he did it.
That's right.
But
Or
if
you
you,
just be dropped off.
or you could be, yeah, call out, yeah, you can do that. It's like kayakers will kayak, or people will kayak, or
Still a
The spinner dolphins continued to entertain us all the way back to Port Allen. Our next excursion took us to the Wallalua River, where we would paddle our kayaks 2.5 miles upstream and then hike another mile or so through the jungle to a beautiful waterfall. And so here we are on the Wallalua River, fixing to do some kayaking up to a waterfall. We're gonna hike up there and swim in the pool. How you feeling about that, baby?
Good.
She's good. Away we go. Wow. Nice little dock. shade now.
Sunscreen and a big hat, I think it'll be fine.
Yep, and shade like this will be okay. Cool. See, back to the kayaks.
Will probably take about 3 months.
My way through this brush. Glad there's no poison ivy or poison oak or any of that stuff.
It would be eat up by it.
Best of all,
No snakes.
Looks like a
We don't have a lot of predators out here. That's also why we have a lot of chickens. So, chickens, there's a lot of them in Hawaii, but there's the most definitely on this island.
wow. Oh my goodness.
I know.
As I was saying, no natural predators, so they're not afraid.
Yep. That's so pretty. What'd you think?
I think I like it.
Good, I like it too. We left Kauai and headed for the final destination of our island hopping tour. We landed in Kona on the big island of Hawaii. We checked into the beautiful Mauna Kea Resort, and the next day we headed out to see if we could make it to the top of Mauna Kea, the highest point in Hawaii. There's lots of rules to follow if you're going to the top of Mauna Kea. Firstly, you are required to have a four-wheel drive vehicle. B, you are required to stop at around 9,000 feet for a while to acclimate. And third, you have to have at least half a tank of gas before being allowed to go to the top. Also coming down, there is a mandatory brake temperature checkpoint at around the 9,000 foot mark. After spending a little time on top, we decided to head for the warmer weather back at sea level. We drove down and around to Mount Kilauea on the south side of the island. After leaving Kilauea, we drove to the site of our final excursion, a nighttime snorkeling trip to swim with the manta rays. There are lots of companies that will take you to swim with the manta rays, and most go to the same location, offshore from the Outrigger Resort. It was truly a bucket list experience, snorkeling at night in the deep blue Pacific Ocean. We didn't see any of the really huge rays, but we enjoyed the experience just the same. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe.